Hello, hello, Cancer. All right, let's get into you guys' energy. I feel like a subtle energy with you guys. Something's grounding. They're showing the bottom of the sea, like just in your feet in the sand kind of energy. So to me, it feels like you are about to start becoming one with your actual element of water. And, you know, bringing in that grounded energy to match it. This sounds like Divine Feminine reading. So if you have not checked that out, check that out. And let's get into your energy, as I don't feel like you are very emotionally sharing with anyone at the moment. Or this is going to come up where you're just kind of going to want to, you're just not going to have the energy to express, you know. But be careful with that, because you don't want it to put a damper in the communication you probably have been wanting to have or to use to improve your relationships and stuff. So be careful, because this could backfire. You're wanting to shut down. It didn't necessarily feel like a full shutdown, but it's just, I feel like your emotions are going to get depleted so much, so fast, that you're going to start to be very selective of how you use that energy, you know. Welcome to my newbies. Hello to my oldies. My name is Diamond, and you are watching Pretty Blind Eyes. The readings held on this channel are for entertainment purposes only. The discussions held on this channel should not be taken as literal advice. I am legally blind, so I do read Braille on my cards to decipher what they are, but I'm an overall intuitive reader. In the description box below, you can find several ways to interact with me, one of which is the availability to book private readings. That calendar is closed. Thank you guys for all the love, support, gifts, donations, journeying with me, and patience. All right. Yeah, I'm hearing nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall. Yep. That it was over. I can't hide the way I felt last night. Okay, so I feel like there is something you're still... The reason why your emotions are depleting, because there is something that's still unresolved, that you're just kind of like not wanting to feel. Like maybe to you, it'll be like opening a Pandora's box. So it's like, I'd rather maintain the peace than to bring this up. And before you know it, Cancer, you'll be biting your tongue about a lot of things if you do that. Okay, so be careful, right? I'm also hearing break down. Steady breaking me on down. So they're playing Mariah Carey. Immediately, I pretended to be feeling like, basically she's singing about how she hurts inside when she's alone, about the fact that this person doesn't want to be with her anymore. But when she's out with her friends and stuff, she smiles and she's, you know, she pretends that she's okay, but she's really hurt that person's love changed, and that person no longer wants the connection, the relationship, or that person has revealed to her that they no longer are in love with her like that anymore. So again, listen to your intuition. If you feel like you're seeing signs that something is off, the love isn't there anymore, you got to trust yourself. I'm hearing Boys to Men. A lonely heart is what I see, and no one cares for me. Let me show you now the way that I want you. I can feel the love we share, but you say it's not there. Deep inside, I know that you still care. I never thought that this would be. You would turn and do this to me. The love we had, how did the love we had just fade away? Wow. Oh, yeah. So just be careful. If you feel like something is off, don't let this creep up on you. You know, just try to prepare yourself. Maybe that's why your emotions are depleting too, because you just can feel that something ain't right. You know, you could tell when someone is like unplugged from you. Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands. Yeah, if you feel like you can't trust this person, believe yourself. Justice card with the Tower card. King of Cups, this person is, what they call it, Jekyll and Hyde. Like, they're acting one way in front of you, but they still got like a plan behind your back. Like, they still have a strong strategy behind your back. It gives me the energy of a person that want to leave, but they want to get their finances straight first before they leave, kind of thing. You know, they got this hidden agenda, you know, and this hidden plan in the background all along. You thinking y'all are working on things, and this person is still planning to leave. This person, you know, but they're just not telling you. And the disconnect you feel is more of their sneakiness than the fact that they don't love you anymore. Because I feel like they could still love you, but there are things that they're gonna have to go through to come back around in full circle with it. And I feel like a part of that is them executing this heinous background of a plan of deceit. Like they're still planning to dip off. And that's cheating in the sense of, how can you be in a race you didn't even know you were in the first place? You know, this person is like playing a game of you know, you're going bowling with them, and the next thing you know, when it's their turn, the bumpers are popping up, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even know we was competing on that level where you getting like head starts and everything, and I didn't even know we were racing. Seven of Wands, Queen, you're gonna want to lay this person out. Cancer, you're going to want to lay this person out. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this person here could even already be, have apartments put in. You know, they could just be on the waiting list. They could be signing off on other things. It is giving very strong, like, some of the reason why they're still around is because they are waiting on something that takes time to be approved. And I feel like if you're not careful, there could be some regret here of you're not following through with some plans you may have had at first. They didn't want you to have those plans because you had the upper hand. They see you as like a competition. They see you as you versus them kind of thing. Yeah, be careful, Cancer. You can have heartbroken. Three of Swords with the Four of Wands. Yep, Four of Wands, Nine of Cups. Yep, told you, Devil card. They're committed to something else. They seem that they're like kind of plugged into you or committed to you now. They're just playing that. They're doing what they got to do to get to where they got to go. And you're becoming a home in passing is what Spirit is saying. Like you're just another house on a road that they're traveling on. That's it, you know. They're just driving by. So at this point, they're just stopping by. Y'all remember in the old days when you used to travel and you could stop at strangers' homes and they invite you in, give you something warm to eat, because traveling was strenuous back then on horses and carriages and even the first Ford model cars or whatever. And that's what this feels like. They kind of just stopping by, Cancer. So be careful. They need their basic needs met until they can get up on their feet. Or until they can get what they need accomplished, and they out of there. Five of Wands, Sun card. Empress. Yep, you're gonna be furious. They got all this fire around you. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Yep, and be careful. You can end up getting pregnant in the midst of this too, and this person is still gonna leave. They're telling you to free yourself. Baby, you don't pay me no mind. You act like you don't love me no more. Maybe we need space or some time. Your attitude is unpredictable. Jacqueline High, right? I don't want to make you unhappy, but if you're not happy, then you're free to go on. Because I don't want you staying around if I make you so miserable. Why don't you just be a man and admit that things just ain't the same? Instead of making me think it's all good between us, which one's to blame? I took all that I could handle until I can't take these games anymore. This love thing is full of scandals. So you're welcome to go or walk or whatever she said. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. So yeah, be careful. Be careful, Cancer, all right? My name is Diamond. You're watching Pretty Blind Eyes, and I'll see you next go around. Bye.